successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Sensors indicate friendly dropship has entered atmosphere. ETA dropship 1 minute. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Good evening, good afternoon, good day, depending on where you are in the world. Happy Tuesday. It's another day closer to the weekend. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Oh, what a week. What a week. It's already been quite a week. Yeah, so life's getting interesting for me. So welcome to beautiful Norway. Today we're checking out a little bit of the Nordic update that came out with World Update 5, was it? Yes, 5. Yeah, and we're giving the Cessna 172 Amphib a little bit of a go. It's been causing some CTDs, so we'll see how it goes. Get too many, I'll probably switch airplanes. So yeah, it's... what more can I say? We're going to make our way from the eastern side of Norway, head in a northwesterly direction, and end up by the coast. Hope you're all doing very well. So we're going to go say hello to the chat. USCG Absmith with a tier 1 sub. Good to see you, dude. Wayland Utani is here. Good to see you. Guten Abend to you as well. Two-Tone Murphy with the 11-month sub on 11-month streak. Seaboats for the win. Absolutely. Got Dougal McTavish here. Good to see you. Noel K is here. Kozaki is in. Good to see everyone. Viper Strikes here with the host. Many thanks. Scorpio 49 is here. Good, tonight could be interesting. Nice. Yeah, it's worth checking out. I'm normally not one of those. I'm normally not into the, people modding the default aircraft, especially knowing that they're going to be coming in update here in about a month or so. But yeah, it's different. It seems reasonable enough for me to give it a shot. Chilled Corky is here. Good to see you. Goblin's here. Good to see you as well. Papa Joe Hayes, a great reference to the. Glad you enjoyed it. It's going to be interesting. Pingu is in. Yo, man, we made it on. Nice. Many thanks. Two Cats with the follow. Many thanks. Dennis G is here. Good to see you. Still appears in normal 72 hours. Interesting. So, Viper with the sip. Alright, so yeah. We are here on the ground in the bare metal, which is one of the stock liveries. I'm seeing some in the float plane, some in. It looks like Chilled Corky's in a regular 172. At least on my screen. Flight Sim's being weird with generic models, so who knows? They're probably messing with stuff. I don't think we're on scattered clouds. We are roughly 7 o'clock in the morning. So before we... interesting. Who knows? This is one of the weird things when you start getting into the the community modded stuff. Is I think Flight Sim just crashed again. So we're gonna pop in here. Hey, 6 Knots, how you doing? Yeah, so Flight Sim just crashed, so... I'm starting to think that either it's the area, because I don't have any third-party sceneries, or it's the float plane causing problems. Interesting. Just going to fill out the AMD bug report. If memory serves, I have the DC6 uninstalled. That is not. I've had several. Even in group only mode, I've had several CTDs with this. Well, interesting, Azimuth. It's going interesting. Okay, so the DC6 is in fact not installed. I think it's because they had a flight plan to custom point and tried to reload this plan from the day with a pressure. You good, Azimuth? Overspeeding it. Interesting. I don't know. It may just be me. Did you hit the end of the 5 DC? Yeah, the thing of it is, I don't have my DC6 installed, so that wouldn't be it. It's legitimately been with the float plane, so I'm gonna not end up using it and see if things go better. Because if it's not the float plane, it could just be the region, which is gonna really suck. What I may do is I may not use the flight plans exactly. I may just do direct routes. It's looking that way, Kozaki, which is really unfortunate. I was really looking forward to doing it, but I'm gonna try. I don't disagree, Dougal. I was looking forward to flying the float plane. I really was, but you know, just for the sake of scientific method, hypothesize, test, and rinse and repeat. I'm gonna try not flying it because I've had several crashes with it, and this is one of the reasons why I don't trust the community modding of default planes, because then it's trying to confuse it. I think in a lot of ways it ends up confusing the sim. Well, we'll give it one more shot with you guys in it, and then we'll go from there. And if I'm in something else and you're still in it and it works fine, awesome. If I'm in something else and you're still in it and it crashes, I'll uninstall it and it should be okay. So we'll give it one more go, see what happens. That's awesome, Wayland, but everybody's sim reacts differently, so yeah, in theory, Dougal. In theory, using the old FSX, methods, we should have a replay mode, but we don't. Yeah, Goblin, I saw some too, and some people were in it and showing as regular 172, so there's not a whole lot of perfect logic to it right now. You know, at this point in time, it's really just a matter of it's a big guessing game, really. I'm gonna just get in something different. Just for giggles. Alright. Here again. See how long it lasts. Okay, we're in just a direct. And not registering. Well, actually, Kozaki, there is a Steam Gauge version of the float plane. That's what I was trying to run. Y'all see what... Ah, there. It's tricky how they have it. So when you go to download it and it gives you like an extra file, it'll say classic, and that's the one you want. I don't like the way that they added it in there. Transponder. Institute reporting. They made it hard to find, which is annoying, but it's what it is. I don't know, it could be any number of things for all I know. But we're here in the DA40. We at least loaded, so we'll go with that. At this point, I just want to get flying. Flight sim causes me enough headaches. I don't want to spend too much time trying to suss it out right at the minute. That can wait until after stream. So we're just going to enjoy the flight because we got a lovely flight. So we're just going to get to going. I want to fly a doggone it. And so help me. We're gonna go flying. Again, we're at scattered clouds, roughly 7 o'clock in the morning. We got some thunderflies with us already. Nicely done, boys. They sure are. Alright, turn around and we're just gonna... Wow, this thing turns on a dime, don't it? Keen Lafford is in. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're well. I would imagine they said coming very soon at the end of the week, so I would imagine Thursday or Friday, given their normal propensity for release schedules. I'm also not running any lights. Damn lights. Having strobes. That's a lot of trees. I can't wait for the 170 though. That's going to be a fun little airplane. Back a little bit. Nose down trim. Looks like everybody's up except for the Thunderflies, so I reckon we go ahead on course. We're just going to set autopilot 2,500 feet. Heat off. Well, heat up. There's Papa Joe. Yeah, I would have liked to have flown the float plane Cessna, but looks like I'm gonna have to wait for the official Losobo one, which sucks. Because it's gonna be a neat trip, but what can you do? The sim is gonna do what the sim is gonna do. The important thing is we're all flying together and having fun. That's what matters. Nice. There's a lot of areas we can take float planes. There's no shortage of those. It'll be nice though if when they update that they start adding some seaports, like official seaport airports. That would be really cool. I know that Jeppesen had done something like that. Kind of had to fudge it a bit, put the landing strip on the beach for the Vietnam special that we did with Merv. But the parking spots were in the water, which was great. But I think there's at least currently still there's a thing where runways can only be put on hard ground. So you can't put it on water, which I don't think so, Kozaki. I'm gonna play it safe. For right now, because I was even having issues off stream in a group only, so it was just me. So I might just kind of leave it where it is. Now, I know a lot of users are not having issues with it, but I seem to be having a lot, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. They're probably not actually in it, but there's a two-tone Murphy 172 blending into the scenery. Make sure I'm not going to crash into a mountain. No pulling of Murphs. Does get bumpy over the mountains though. Joey Bolo is in the house. How you doing, my friend? Ow. What a gamer tag to have. What did Willem ever do to them? Poor dude. Joey Bolo with the sub at tier 1 for 2 months. Many thanks, dude. Much appreciated. Means an awful lot. We're here up in Norway. Yeah, I know. What did Willem do to anybody? I kind of feel bad for the guy. And there's no bad angle to this area. There really isn't. Kind of shows another reason why I love scattered clouds, because it gives you that nice variation to light and contrasting colors and that sort of thing. I mean, I don't even know which Willem it is. It's just, how can you hate on somebody like that? I mean, there's got to be a story there, but come on. That's just not nice. I'll be honest, I was also kind of looking for an excuse to fly this because it's been a while. I like the DA40. I've not flown it without the Mr. Tommy mod, but I think the Mr. Tommy mod adds so much to it, and it fixes a lot of the issues that it has by default. I can't fly it without it, because everything I've heard that by default it's slow, like at least 30 knots slower than where it's supposed to be. Same thing with the DA62. Yes. Yes, it is. In fact, I think I have it listed somewhere in my Discord as the Thunderflies do their thing. I'm not gonna... That's not gonna move. Let's not hit that. Yeah. I was there with you, Kozaki. I was a little bit ahead. I spawned further ahead than I thought I was. And I was also in the Bonanza, so I was also faster than the Arrow. Man. But that was an epic flight yesterday. And that was another reason, another thing that led me to believe that the CTDs I've been having are because of the float plane. Because yesterday I flew 2 hours and 11 minutes with Fabio in the default Bonanza. Yeah, well, that's about it. And then with Murph, flew about an hour 45. So I had, and that was in the extra over photogrammetry and all that jazz. But all that time, not a thing. Everything was great. And then I start flying around in the float plane Cessna around this area, which no add-on scenery, nothing, and CTDs. Just, I had at least 3. Thought it might be the weather, thought it might be this, that, but nothing, fixed it. And then today, same kind of story. So it works for some people, doesn't work for everybody. Everybody has a little different computer spec. Alright. Enough of that. St. Louis killed me with Murph flying the Cessna. Oh dear. Yeah, I was very, very, very much tempted to pop in the F-15 for... There's Dougal out there in Viper Strike. Chill Corky's out there. I will end up trying the flight plan as I uploaded next leg. But I was very tempted last night to fly the F-15, but I was just like, no, I won't do that. There's Spongy. Ported Lizard, I think it was. There's the Thunderflies. Nice. So many trees. Yeah. Were you flying the classic 172 mod or the G1000? So for the news very well in the planes. That's the basic. I was flying the classic one. The modded or the classic float plane. So that even that could be it, for all I know. But for a lot of that testing, I'll save it for after the stream. Because the thing of it is, I know I'm flying this and it has the G1000. I hate the G1000. Hate it. I don't like fancy glass cockpits. I love steam gauge. All this glass cockpit stuff's complicated. More complicated than I care for. So typically if I have the chance, I will fly steam gauge if possible. Same experience, and yes, their engine was more powerful than the stock version. Yeah, they did. I'm pretty sure they did say that they made it more powerful, which makes perfect sense because with the floats, you've got a lot of extra weight and a lot of extra drag, so you would need a higher powered motor in it. The hills are alive with the sound of airplane parts, so we're going to gain about 500 feet. 500 feet. So that we don't, incur terrain. Look at that. So many logs. So much luggage. There's Kozaki up there. Dougal right behind. I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw. Look at that. Now we're getting into territory of not the greatest satellite imagery. So something they're going to need, these are all baked in clouds. That you see all over the place here. It's not even snow. Look at them go. So I think Flight Sim needs to get with Bing and be like, hey, let's get some better satellite imagery going. That would come a day with these guys. Yeah, no, 100%, Dougal. and they're so busy and they're doing different stuff. It's honestly quite amazing. And they all kind of started doing the thing organically. I mean, they just kind of started being like, hey, let's do a thing. And they did it. Ah, there's Scorpio down below. Yeah, that's definitely a baked-in cloud. Because you can kind of see the trees in the thinner parts of the cloud. I think a lot of that is it's just not populated enough, but or highly trafficked enough or whatever for them to even go in and try to smudge them out. Cool regardless though. No. You'll kind of just stop right, right now. Google, you're going to want to watch your legs. They're kind of hanging out the plane. I get it. Your feet are just warm. That's it. You're trying to cool off your feet. That's cool. I get it. Nobody likes Swampfoot, so getting some air around him is always nice. Turn to be pulling. Yeah, see? Yep. I'm tracking. Tracking like an 8-track. I don't know why I put that down. I don't need it. Man, this sim is just pretty. There's Ported Lizard down there. Viper Strike. Or I kind of I feel bad for this dude because what made him hate Willem so much? I think I even had a crash running little nav map, but can't remember what I was flying at the time. It may have actually been with the float plane, so it may not have been little nav map at all. Doing their slow pass. Flying Fabio with the raid, my friend. Hope you're doing well. How'd the flight end? Didn't catch the whole thing. Tio Piranhas with the follow. Many thanks. There go the Thunderflies. Hey, Scooter, how you doing? Rich Chandler with the follow. Many thanks, dude. The Male Guy 15, Dreadnought VS, Dragon Skullin, Simba. Holy crap, they're going down faster than I can read. There's the Male Guy. Dadgum. Dragon Skullin with the follow. Many thanks. Well, I'm just going to have to shout them out as they go because they keep going and going. Hope you're all doing well. Dreadnought VS, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, my dude. We're flying here in Norway. I haven't updated the route in the commands, but it's in the stream title. There's the Thunderflies again. Simba 29 Real with the follow. Many thanks. New Spawns, Spaz, Fuzzy Lumpkins, Puffy Script, Good Fixin' Celonet, Gafftastic. So many new follows. And Anderman 1705, many thanks. Much appreciated. So we're on the East US server over in Norway, flying along with the Fireflies. Good Fixins, many thanks. So many, wow, chat going by. We have the Thunderflies with us, yep. Always worth staking around and watching. Celonet, thanks for the follow. And watching the Thunderflies because they're awesome. Fuzzy Lumpkins with the follow. So, we originally were going to be flying in the Float Plane 172 mod, but it seems to be having issues with my personal sim, so we're in the DA-40. Gafftastic not following. Many thanks, dude. Would you look at all the trees? I mean, there's at least 2 handfuls worth down there. Spas with the follow. Many thanks. Huge shout out to Fabio for being awesome. New Spawns with the follow. Many thanks. Just awesome stuff. Wow, I've lost track on all the all the chat. But thank you all. Fort Noobs there, Speednut, Tio Piranhas, Botups here, Washed Ups. Splasher 6 is here. Good to see you, dude. Puffy Script, Scooter 7, Spas, Arazak, Reese Chandler, LCD 129, Two-Turn Murphy is here. Kirkness, hello. Hakeem 1723 as the Thunderflies go by with their slow pass. Lolly Lol's here. SJ Fly 2, New Spawns, SJ Fly 2, 777 Driver, Two Cats, Moose Knuckle. Life is here. Holy cow. I had to go scroll back. Traffic. Absolutely. We're going to have to make a slight heading adjustment. Heading, please. Thank you. Kind of close. Terrain. I believe I replied there, Dougal. Is very much a change of plane. Crash. Oops. Well, much appreciated, Lolly Lol. Hope you enjoy it. We are over in Norway. Literally going cross country. We're going from the east side northwest to the north, or to the west coast. So big plans are in the works with the SimWings project. SimWings are a great group of folks doing great things for the community, providing computers and flight sim materials to those who are less fortunate and unable to generally get into flight simulation on their own. So stay tuned and keep an eye on SimWings. Try one next to it. Nice. I need to switch back to nav mode. Puffy, it really is puffy. It's absolutely insane. They did a really nice job. This is an area that really needed a lot of love before they had to update. And they knocked it out of the ballpark. Roger that, Draco. So we're about to land at Echo November Foxtrot Golf for our first landing of the day. In fact, I might as well just take control of the airplane myself, as there's the runway. Don't you love it when you sneak up on the airport? So we're there. We're going to do a circle to the right while gaining some altitude. We're in the white arc, so we're going to put down 1 notch of flaps. Yeah, I hear you, Lollylol. I've had all the opportunity for the flights, and that may be coming. That might be changing for me here shortly. Stay tuned. Use power. Almost. Power going to idle. Going to try how we pass it up in it. Nice. Okay, I think we're at full flaps. Turning on final. Full high. It's a short final. There's a glide slope. We're a little low now. Rudder, keep her on the center line. Add some power in. There's the Thunderflies doing their thing. Funnel back to idle. It was a little rough, but we're down. Some light braking. Flaps coming up. And we're pulling off to the side, and then we're going to watch some landing. Alright, we're stopped. Parking brake set. Log the flight. Into the drone camera. Add some speed. And we'll watch folks come in on runway 33. There we got Wayland's in. There's Papa Joe B. Incoming Dougal McTavish and Kozaki are coming in. We are at Echo November Foxtrot Golf. Lollylol. Little bumpy, Scorpio. Roger that. Look at the state of, look at, this is just cozy. I liked this airport a lot. I'm gonna like a lot of these Nordic airports because it's just trees everywhere. You know, I'd love to live in the woods. Here's some people coming in. Let's see, we got Scorpio down. We've got Kozaki in. Tarnish is in. Frozen's in. Wayland's in. Viper Strike, I believe, is in. There's Druid Zeus in. I believe that's Dougal McTavish. Some of these I just can't read. Chilled Corky is in. Commandant Muttley is in. This is a hilly runway. There's Ported Lizard. We got Captain Commandant Cardasso coming in. Spark Spectrum, maybe. Edelstall, and of course the Thunderfly. You have a good one, Wayland. Thanks for coming along. Do greatly appreciate it. So once we get our landings done, I'll be going to the main menu so I can load in the next leg of the flight plan. May swap into something else. No, I was in the DA-40. Vertical Sim KFAY just released. Nice. There's the Thunderflies. Look at them, man. That's a phenomenal job, guys. All right. I've got to go to the menu so that I can load in the next leg of the flight plan. So bear with me a moment. Just gotta do a thing. I don't wanna miss a thing. Okay. This. Roll through that. And good. Hesitating which plane. I know the feeling is he's starting to get to the point where it's just like, I have so many planes that I want to fly, I don't know which one to do. Aaron. Going to Goose, reloading. Roger. Flooding back into the airfield. Goose is another good choice. And I did get that livery installed, Kozaki, so I should be able to see. I think I'll use X-Cub and put some snowy weather. Ooh. I don't even think I adjusted time. Oh dear. So, other... Gotta close it. So. Alright. We got boarding lounge with the follow. Many thanks, dude. Hope you enjoy the flight. Beacon on. Fuel pumps on. Magnetos both. Mixture rich. Throttle cracked. And starter up. And here we are. We are in. Excuse me. There we go. We're in the black box simulations. L19 float plane. So we're going to keep the flight rolling along. Yeah, so it looks like the X-Cub's going to get some skis too in the big update. Why is that showing twice? Weird. We are departing from Echo November Foxtrot Golf. Why, thank you, Kozaki. I love the L19. It's just such a wonderful classic Cessna. The default interior textures could use a little bit of help, but overall, it's phenomenal. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Backup's just if something's wrong on the East US server, our first default to go back, fall back on is the North Europe server. I normally fly on either the East USA server or the North Europe server, depending on who I'm flying with, because it's usually Fabio, myself, or Murphy. Murphy being on North Europe, Fabio and myself being default to the East US. If something's acting weird on the East US server, I'll hop on the North Europe server and see if everything's hunky-dory. Yeah, Rad Pilot Randy, that route is very wrong. I didn't update it like a complete noob. I might just upload it and update it now. But the stream title will have the route in it. Although, I feel like nobody ever reads the stream title, but I always put it in there. Alright, let's get up and rolling. They look good, don't they, Dougal? Who needs the Blue Angels when you got the Thunderflies? And we're up. You're coming up. Yep, that's a good way to tell. There's Commandant Cardasso. Gonna make our left turn. Waiting for everybody to get up in the air. Excuse me. And I cannot wait to do multiplayer flights with the DC-6. I need a DC-6 painted in World War II colors. While the DC-6 is technically not the C-54, it was a C-118. It's still a derivative of the DC-4, which was the C-54, and the C-54 was used towards the later half of World War II. So having one in World War II colors would be amazing. Why is that loading the previous flight? That's problematic. Go home via far map, you're drunk. Oh, this is gonna get interesting. That's really interesting. I've got to see if I can figure out something. No. This piece. I not have Google Drive. That's gonna get real interesting. Now I loaded the right flight. Well, the flight's going to get interesting because the little cheaty map is not loading the right flight. So, let's see. Let's hope that Sky Vector is more useful. ENFG flight plan. FG. ENBI. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Freaking swell. Oh, all right. We'll make it work. We will make it work. We're going to follow Papa Joe B because Papa Joe B knows where he's going. I would have known where I was going if Flight Sim had loaded the proper TO, yes it is. This is the L19. It does come by default 3 models. A Bush version with Tundra tires, the float version, and the standard version. I just adore this little airplane. Maybe Navigraph will have some. Captain Arash with a subscription. Many thanks. Oh! Allison Johnson being a legend, gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Hey, sorry for the late drop-in, working late tonight. No worries, Allison. You're always welcome whenever you're able to pop in. So Allison being a legend, gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community, going out to Captain Arash, Like the Program, Gary JF, Coffee House, and Mart362. Many thanks, Allison. That's very, very kind and generous of you. I do greatly appreciate it. Word. Please tell me. One. NBI. Not even Navigraph is picking up. Little crap. Okay, let's try that one. Good evening, Kingsman from Michigan. Hopes everything in the pool is doing well. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Good to see you in the chat. Kind of flying with one hand and doing stuff with, really, you can stuff it. Nothing wants to work right now the way I need it. Dirty rotten, no good. Oh, no. Wow. None of them. Awesome. Well, we'll just have to wing it then. Oh, I missed so much chat because I was trying to navigate. Alright, Dougal McTavish. Hey, Like the Program, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. I'm lost. I blame Flight Sim. I heard saying yesterday if a Cessna and a Sherman tank had a baby, it would be a DC-6. Not untrue. Yeah, Dougal. Oh. Oh, I may have made a very big error. Well, it's a good thing I went in something that had floats. Wait. That's not possible. It really is, and it flies nice. Well, I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. Yeah, the EF, was it the AFE or? Oh, yeah, I'm way freaking off course. We're gonna hang a hard right. So I'm risking it for a biscuit using a little nav map. Because Flight Sim's Flight Sim, and it's doing funny things. So yeah. If it wasn't for that, between the flight engineer and Fabio, I'm gonna end up getting to know the DC-6 quite well. Scorpio, is that direct or following the flight plan? Yeah, no, I totally get it, Allison. Scorpio, because my flight plan wasn't direct. No happy medium as far as trim. Really annoying. Yeah. Well, Fabio's going he's going all out and going through everything, learning it, every system, every little bit of the airplane. Kozaki has found snow. Does anybody remember Eek the Cat? I remember Eek the Cat. It was a great show. It's kind of like Courage the Cowardly Dog before Courage the Cowardly Dog. Just another great show. Okay, so we're just going to head north, and that should get us basically on course with the planned flight route. Look at them go. There they are. So it wasn't too long ago we took off from Echo November Foxtrot Golf. Heading up to Echo November Bravo India. I had a nice route, and then Flight Sim didn't load it. And then I panicked. Oh, good. It's that airport. Okay, so it has that. Awesome. Northwest. Nothing. Cool. Sky vector's useless. I'm drifting off course. Guys, trying to avoid flying over could be Bill the Cat from Bloom County. Uh-oh. Goblins following the plan. Well, I have you guys to my right. I have other folks to my left. I'm going to split the difference. At some point, we'll all meet together. What's going with those clouds in front of you? That's just a graphical glitch, courtesy of a Sobo. I don't know. I like to think of it as, you know, God taking a slice out of the clouds for some reason. It happens a lot on mine. I don't know why. There's a thunderflies. Maybe it just doesn't like me. I don't know. I get that on occasion. I don't know why. I don't know how. But it happens. Draco, no. I'm on scattered clouds at the minute. I would say that lollylol, but I've had different versions of drivers and it still does it. Yeah. It's something. But I've learned to live with it. Nice. I've gotten it on live weather. I've gotten it on preset weather. I've got it. You name the kind of weather, and I've gotten the cloud slices. I don't know why. Don't know how. One of them weird things. Just flight sim thing. And this is just... I'd almost be happy to get lost up here and, you know, live off the land. Almost. I'd rather do it in somewhere like Wyoming. A little bit. If anything, it actually reminds me of the planet Reach from the Halo series. Yeah, without the mountains. Well, you go up north and you got some nice terrain. Not quite to this extent, but yeah. It doesn't have to heat the pedo. Ooh. That's not good, lollylol. Simba 29 real. I live in Norway. Kind of cool. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, you can assign a button to the pitot heat, but I would imagine that there's a keyboard shortcut by default, but I couldn't tell you what one it is. It does, Kazaki. Thunder flies. So, I'm wondering, because they kind of alluded to a lot of planes getting float options, I'm wondering if they're going to bring back the Caravan on floats. Because the Caravan back in the, I think it was what, FS 2004 had the Caravan on floats? Or was it even FSX? Because that would be cool. Getting a Caravan on floats, and I'd almost think that they could put skis on it too. But they alluded to a number of planes, and they showed off the X-Cub, they showed off the 172 a little bit. So I would imagine it's not unreasonable to think that they'd put the Caravan on floats, even the Savage Cub on floats, or skis, or both. Google's lost me. I'm right on you, Google. I'm just flying below you and in front. So you're right on, right past me. There's Kozaki and the goose. The goose is loose. Loosey goosey. This is just nuts. And everybody's gone. Sad face. No, I got Lolly Lol. People are coming back. There's Kozaki. Honestly, Draco, in my eyes, you're getting 3 versions. You're getting a lot of liveries. I didn't have, and it's gotten better since the initial release. So I really don't have. I don't regret spending the money that I did on it, because I love it. And like I said, you get 3 models, and people are starting to put out liveries for it. Not a lot, but I think that one of the things with Black Box is they've kind of struggled with the reputation of abandonware, but they've done regular updates to this, which is great. You know, the interior model's still kind of meh. I'd say I'd put it a little above FSX, but still, you know, I'd almost put it on just below the default planes from Asobo. Good. Could use a little improvement here and there. I'm certainly not complaining, though. I've got plenty of enjoyment out of it. So I think I got my money's worth. I kind of want to turn right a bit. There's a lack of cut. Yeah. Granted, I didn't expect study level quality out of it by any stretch, but you know, the audio panel switches, they don't work. This doesn't work, but that makes sense. But you know, the important bits work. You know, and you can open the windows. So it ticks the buttons that I like. Uh-oh, Dougal ran out of fuel. I had that strange unexplained disappearance of Flight Sim from my PC yesterday. Oh, jeez. Jefferson 2001, the man, the myth, the legend. Good evening. You're in a plane. I mean a seaplane. Yes. One of them flying planes. You know, that they fly. Do you know the atmospheric phenomena occurring right now everywhere in Europe? We can see it down in the south of Spain. Blue electric clouds at the sunset or sunrise. Normally, I think it's ice crystals in the clouds, Goblin, where the upper atmosphere is much colder than down below. And so when the clouds kind of freeze, but not having enough to fall, it'll still reflect the light. Unless you're talking about Flight Sim, then I'm not entirely sure. Man, this is just a pretty country. There's Dougal. See Viper Strike, Draco, Druid, Shield Corky, the Thunderflies, Scorpio, Lollylol, Ported Lizard, Tarnish 42. There's Rad Pilot Randy, Papa Joe B. Probably a few others down in the green that are blending in. .30 degrees in Sweden. Ooh, nice and toasty. Roger that, Kozaki. This is just nuts. I mean, even with scattered clouds, it's just crazy good how this sim is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. We're going east instead of north. I'm technically kind of going northwest. I'm having to follow the flight plan and little nav map as opposed to what I had originally created because Flight Sim decided to be like, which is a pain, but we're making do. I'm actually trying to lose some altitude. It's Dougal. I am on a heading of 350. So, mostly north, slightly west. And I'm honestly much higher than I'd like to. That's an Islander. Kingsman and the Islander. Good to see you, dude. There's the Thunderflies. So yeah, everybody that's further east is following the flight plan that I had, planned. There's people to the west that have gone direct, and then there's me kind of splitting the difference. There's Kozaki down below. Look at that. Honestly, if I lived in Norway and I had an airplane, it would need to have floats. So many lakes and rivers. How could you not? It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to just have wheels, unless you're like a big air carrier, and then even then, get like a beaver or whatever, or twin otter. Throw it on floats. Kind of following this river. Yeah. Might have to divert to the right and to the left and ish or so. There's the Thunderflies. So, soon, once they patch the DC-6, we will have the Thunderflies version of Fat Albert. If you don't know who Fat Albert is, started off as a cartoon character, but Fat Albert is the C-130 support plane for the U.S. Navy Blue Angels, and it's named Fat Albert. They attach JATO rockets, whatever. It's a support plane, but it has its own little part in the air show. Well, the Thunderflies took the DC-6 from PMDG, which is amazing, by the way. Many thanks to Ailerons in the Wind for that. They have their own livery now, and they've dubbed it Squirrel Force 1, and it's awesome. Hello, good people. Hi, Fork. Work has been getting in the way lately. In fact, I was just watching. Are you stoned? Yes, we are. Catback 9, good to see you, my friend. We're almost to Echo November Bravo India here in Norway. So we have another leg after that to go. Look at this. This is unbelievable. There's Sean Lego Man. We're flying in one of the cloud slices. I don't know if I want to lose too much more. Too much more altitude. We're going to add a little bit of power back in. There's the Thunderflies. So that's where this. Turn this way. I can just head north. Should be okay. And this plane, for those that fly VR, this plane, superb. You just get so much visibility out of it. It's nuts. I still remember I did a flight from Key West, up the chain, up the Florida Keys, up past Miami, landed at, what? I forget the name of it. It's where Steve-O-One Knievo's based out of, where he does all his flights in and out of. Great flight. It was like 2 hours in this plane. Great little flight. Did it at night with thunderstorms in the area. It was really interesting. And then probably about halfway through the flight, the engine randomly died. And so I'm at 2,000 feet above basically ocean and a couple of small islands. And the engine quits at night with thunderstorms in the area. And I'm panicking going, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. And I'm trying this, that, and the other thing. I got it on a good glide. Doing everything to get the engine started. Managed to get it going again. But I lost a lot of altitude. But managed to pull it off. That was a real pucker factor moment. Opelika? I thought I don't think it was Opelika. It was one a little further to the north. Well, that's not a nice name, but thanks for the follow. Is it Opelika? It was something else. Maybe it's not where Steve-O-One Knievo himself is, but it's where he's flown the TBM out of. Maybe it was Opelika, and my memory's just awful. Because it was just north. Pompano Beach. Yeah, Pompano. I landed there. But it was a neat flight, doing it all in VR in this plane. Though I think I was in the regular wheeled version, not the float plane. If I was in the float plane, I wouldn't have panicked near as much, because I could have just landed on the HCBR 1100 with the sippage. You know, if I was in the float plane, it would have been no big deal. Just put her in a good glide and aim for the spot near an island in the water. You know, so the whole time I'm panicking, trying to figure out, okay, what's wrong with my engine? How do I get my engine started again? I'm also looking for where can I land. And luckily there's a highway that goes all along the Florida Keys. So I was able to at least be like, okay, worst comes to worst, there's the road. Yeah, that's something you should always be doing as a pilot, is looking for places to put down in the case of an emergency. I think I heard there's the Thunderflies. I pre-ordered this game on Xbox. Going to look great. Nice. Yep, that should come out just about a month from now. But yeah, Pompano Beach. That's such a great flight. VR is such just a total game changer. Yep. This country is just gorgeous. We'll kind of start doing a turning to the left a little bit. We'll reduce throttle, lose some altitude again. There's Dougal. You mean you didn't pack yours? You should have packed it, Lollylol. Roger that, Chill Corky. Yeah, I've got Chill Corky and Viper Strike there on the flight path. I'm going to be intersecting you guys soon. There's Tarnish 42, Druid Zeus, Hamnot Muttley, Scorpio, Lollylol, Kingsman, Dougal McTavish, Kozaki, and Viper Strike, Chill Corky, Sean Legoman, Draco, and the Thunder Flies. My longest flight has to be doing Route 66 with Two-Tone Murphy. The flight through various stages took approximately 14 hours to complete. There were some small breaks in it between different aircraft. Captain Arash, how you doing, my friend? I think the longest flight I've ever had in a single airplane was in the Beechcraft Baron, flying over the Atlantic Ocean from South America to Africa with Allison Johnson. Flew 8 hours, got turned on to final, was less than a mile from the airport, and had a CTD. I'm hanging in there, Captain Rash. Got a lot of good people around me. We're flying in Norway. How could I complain? So we're gonna want to go up this one. No. Yes. Yes. We're gonna want to go up this way. Got you in my sights there, Chill Corky. Flying down in the valley, all covered in cheese. I lost my poor meatball. So little cheese. Last flight I ran was last one. I ran so far away. Chill Corky's right behind you there, Viper. Got Papa Joe B up ahead. He's in the correct valley, so we're going to be following. Kind of aiming in his direction. Relax time is the best time. It's a nice valley. Start going down. You might want to start now. All in all, because we're just about to the airfield. We're about, I'd give it 17 or so nautical miles, give or take. I was going to do something in the cockpit and I don't remember what it was. Oh well. Speaking of Allison, I should have done this a while ago. If you're not following Allison Johnson's channel, you should be. She's doing an awesome flight recreating Amelia Earhart's around the world flight. Currently several legs in. She's in, last I was apart, she was flying over Indonesia. I think she just made it to Australia. Getting awfully close to the point of which, or the point of disappearance, where Amelia and crew disappeared. So Allison made it to Darwin. Is it me, or does this area of land kind of look faded? It's like somebody ran out of toner. Allison streams on every Saturday. I believe it 1300 Zulu. Could be wrong. There's the Thunderflies. Yeah, I think somebody ran out of toner. But Allison's just doing a phenomenal job with the flights. She's definitely worth checking out. There's Catbat 9. See, we got Red Pilot Randy Dougal, Lollylol, Thunderflies, Danis G's there, Viper Strike, Kozaki, Sean Legoman, Papa Joe, Druid Zeus, Draco, Scorpio. Somewhere is Chilled Corky. Unless I already named him off. Kingsman's there. Scorpio Draco. It's Papa Joe B. What happened to Jill Corky? Oh, there he is. Hiding. It's cloaked. He's camouflaged. Probably looks faded to say. Yes. It could have been obscured by a cloud. I like making jokes. Captain Seppi is in. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're well. How you doing? We're here in Norway. And we, of course, have the Thunderflies. What flight would be complete without Thunderflies? Allison with the sippage. And of course, don't forget to hydrate, folks. Hydration is important. Your body needs water. I'm awesome. Just got back from the airport after a visit to crawl around the DC-3. Nice. Color me jealous for that. Captain, 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 Captain. 2 captains and a colonel. Captain Seppi, if you join the Discord, you'll be able to post all kinds of pictures there. I love the DC-6. So my first real flight with the DC-6, I took it from KAZO and up to Mackinac Island in live weather. The weather was kind of crummy, but man, being able to land on Mackinac Island was cool. I'm just really, really anxiously waiting the multiplayer bug fix, because to have a fleet of these flying in the air is going to be amazing. Roger that, Captain Seppi. Uh-oh, people are disappearing. Everybody except for Kingsman. They improved the snow. Yeah? Nice. If it's anything like they did in Greenland, I'm sure it's amazing. Oh, we're starting to get folks back. Noises. Mama 1984 is here. Many thanks for the follow. Yeah, the second or third time they've blinked out. They're starting to come back for me. I think that's our airfield. No, it might be up here. I think they're messing with servers. That's what I think. I think they're messing with servers. There's Sheldon Lego Man. So I guess in one way or another, we're still flying a Cessna float plane, for at least part of it. That's something. I might give the G1000 float plane a shot. After I restart the sim, load the next flight plan, leg of the flight plan, I'll give the G1000 float plane a shot. Who does not... Yeah, I just haven't made it there. The I love the L19, but it's slow. It is not fast by any stretch. Okay, so we're gonna... Look at the scenery. Holy crap. Okay, reducing power. Below 100 miles an hour, 1 notch of flaps coming down. Gear coming down. Throttle's going to idle. Second notch of flaps coming in. Something of a steep descent. Last notch of flaps. Look at this approach, though. Okay, adding power so we don't fall. Look at this. Got a quarry right next to it. That's awesome. Oh, this runway is lumpy and off kilter. We're down. Yeah, this one's this little airport could use a little work. It's a little, you know, off balance. Up and over. Alright, so we're gonna sit there. Turn everything off. And here. We're gonna have to hope and pray that it doesn't do what it likes to do. Yes, watch some landings. There's a goose. Lolly Lawson, Papa Joe B, Tarnish 42, Commandant Motley, Kingsman, Scorpio, Chilled Corky, Druid Zeus, Kozaki. We've got Draco in. I'll be joining this leg. Are you staying with the same plane? I'm gonna try out the... Uh-oh. Ooh, someone hit the trees. I'm gonna try the G1000 Cessna Amphib. See if it cooperates. If not, I'll probably... Not sure what I'm gonna pick. I'd like to stick with a float plane, especially given where we're going to end up, but again, it all kind of depends. There's Red Pilot Randy in with the Icon. 172 Classic, nice. Always a good choice. There's Dougal. Yeah, nice little quarry of some kind right here. There's Sean Legoman in. Do you have a modded airport here? No. I don't have a modded airport here. I think the closest to modded it is Navigraph. Having nav data in there, but beyond that, I no. There's Druid with the X-Cub. Underflies, lolly lol. Oh. Cheese and massacre. Alright. So I think most everyone is down. We got a Dougal. We can't miss a Dougal. And Dougal's down. Definitely a neat little airport. Almost looks like a rallycross track here. Alright, so we're going to do a thing. I'm going to switch to this screen. And we're going to restart the sim. You have a good one, Tarnish Mossman. Glad you could come along as long as you could. Racing Slow. It's the CPPR nameplates. Oh, it's a go-kart track. Eh? Go-kart, rallycross, they all kind of work. But, yeah, so it's the CPPR nameplates. It's an option. The red is an option for them. All right. Second to think about life. Okay, dang, just back in time for you to leave. Captain Seppi, I'm reloading the sim, so we're not done for the night. I just needed to reload the sim and load the last leg of the flight plan. I don't do it. I do it most of the time when I stop, just to kind of. I'm very paranoid about CTDs because that kind of ruins the fun of a stream, in my opinion. So I do it kind of trying to avoid them. A lot of people don't have the issues, but I'm on an AMD system. AMD GPUs are more prone to them for reasons that I can't explain. So it's just kind of a precautionary measure. probably the gallery. Gallery would be the best place for him. It's not just for flight sim, it's for anything, really. Well, I did see the new GPU. I saw that they are optional, and I have not messed with them yet. I did not see that. I'm still running fairly old chipset drivers, but those seem to be okay. It's the GPU ones that are kind of like, eh. There's a new one that is Windows. Aha. Well, the GPU ones that I noticed, they were the optional ones, but that was last night or today, and they were listed as optional. I haven't checked the. Yeah. Guess who's landed on the slopes? Was it a Dougal? Looking at him now, Seppi. That is a beautiful DC-3 Seppi. That's beautiful. American Islands flagship Detroit. Nice. That's awesome, dude. And it looks like the weather was perfect for it, too. That's awesome, dude. I know the local air museum I have has a C-47, and when they had it at their old building, they had it to where, and it's set up in the troop carrier config. They had it so you could actually walk up the ramp. You could see into the cockpit, but you couldn't get into the cockpit. But with the way they have it in the new building, you can't even get in it at all, which is kind of unfortunate. It was a really neat experience. But I was fortunate enough to 2019 for the 75th anniversary. Me and some of my reenacting buddies were fortunate enough to get to help open their exhibit, and they had us right under the C-47. It was great. Oh yeah, Kid in the Candy Store for sure. Load. Light ones. Try the G1000, see how it goes. Set the as there. And did it loads? Doesn't. This is that's awesome. I know the Yankee Air Museum by Ipsy has a C-47 that they keep active. They do flights on it and everything, and it's pretty awesome. But to see one that's just you know, there and operated, that's really cool. I say Ipsy, it's Ypsilanti. This is everybody in Michigan calls it Ipsy. Especially if you're from the Detroit area, which I'm not, but I'm there often enough. Alright. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. Alright, we're gonna give this a try. See how it goes. Cross our fingers and toes. Hide that. Parking brake is set. Fuel's engaged. Trim is set. Mixture set to rich. Prop throttle cracked. Battery master on. You can. Did not set the time properly. No, it did. Hush. Alright, go. Restart. Gonna go ahead and turn that on, that on, that on. CD. Like. If I've done if it follows it correctly, it should be okay. Oh, well, let's go to 4.5. Parking off. Got another Islander with us. Viper, that's the exact B-17 that I've gotten a ride in. It's a very worthwhile experience. Hello, boys. Hope you're well. Alright, so notch of flaps. Not quite use full rich mixture. Release brakes. Please miss a tree, 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 please miss a tree. Flaps up, gear up. Hey, we made it up. Still crossing our fingers and toes. That's a real blink and you miss at airport. Hopefully the fireflies or thunderflies get up okay. It is a rough airfield. I think you're right, Lollylol. I really think you're right. Well, you know, it saves weight. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, most of us are there, so activate ZAP and turn the inset off. Godspeed, Thunderflies, for getting out of that airfield in one piece. Short field operation, or short field takeoff procedures in effect for the Thunderflies. Mind the trees. If anybody can, they can, Two Cats. I have faith with them, but physics are physics. Now, I will say it will be interesting to compare how the community has made these into float planes versus how Asobo is going to do them. That's going to be an interesting comparison. That camera is just angled way too dang high. Hey, look at them. They're getting up. That's awesome. Nice job, Thunderflies. Just don't hit the mountain. Speaking of mountains to not hit, here's hoping we don't either. We're going to reduce throttle quite a bit. At about 2,300 RPMs. It really is. Nice job on the takeoff, boys. Watch out for that mountain. They sneak up on you. I'll admit, seeing a 172 on floats is nice. It's a nice look. they certainly did boost the horsepower for this version. Because I'm indicating 126 at 2300 RPMs. The true airspeed of 134 knots. Look at this canyon though. It's going to be really interesting to see if we crash. Let's hope my flight planning skills were up to the task. You know, a smarter person than me would probably fly a bit higher and, you know, not in the middle of a very tight valley. But this is me we're talking about. I live dangerously and often make poor judgment decisions. But look at this though. For all the frustrations that Flight Sim can give us, this is just worth it. By every freaking bit. Those some bumps. Get up over that mountain, you get a little bumps. Look at that. Alps eat your heart out. If there had been trees on that mountain, I would not have. I feel you, dude. Look at that. That's just nuts. If just snow cloud right all the behind him. Yeah, floats can work on, you know, as like skis, right? Sure, that's how they work. This is crazy. Like, crazy good, but crazy nonetheless. This is why we fly in the valleys. It's beautiful. And see, we still have floats, and there's a river down there, so if something happens, we can put her down in the water. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just crazy good. Playing in the bare metal like it is almost, you know, camouflage. I need an oxy bottle. Mock loop, eat your heart out. Look at this. Okay, the texturing's a kind of a meh, but dang. Kozaki, you're only at 8,300 feet. You don't need oxygen until 12.5. Look at this, though. Honestly, I might actually reduce altitude. Now that things are, well... You know, I remember when in 1990 or something there was a 3D program that was creating landscapes like that. It would take hours. Now we have it in real time and it's based on real landscape. Yeah, that's incredibly nuts. Okay, so the G1000 isn't rendering the next waypoint we're about to hit because it's so close. Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to reduce altitude to 2,500. Drop it about a minute. Just absolutely incredible. Rice 3D. I packed you some tissues there, Kozaki. They're in the glove compartment. This is just nuts. So far, knock on wood, it seems like the classic version of the 172 float plane just is too buggy. It kind of makes sense because, you know, it's premium deluxe, so a lot of those files are encrypted, which sucks, but what can you do? But it seems so far, knock on wood again, that the G1000 one seems to be okay. Oh no! Lolly lol, no! No crash, lolly lol. This is a little town right there. Thunderfly is over there. I see Riddy 2 cats. This is just pretty. This is insane. This is just incredible. I mean, what words can you really say? Chew fly, don't bother me. So slight nav deviation. No. Pity. No crash in the mountains. Mountain's bad. That can reduce throttle too. And I love the Thunderflies. Ozaki says 10:15 p.m. Would that be live? By chance? Hey, Hammy. We're going to live weather. See. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Look at that. That is live weather. I love the law. Is iRacing free? No. It is a subscription-based service. It comes with a certain amount of default content, and anything else is paid add-on. She's just well-loved, Hammy. Think of her as just well-loved. Okay, we can go back to nav mode. Now that we're clear of the mountain. A little bit. She has character. Turning onto course now. Look at that. This scenery, this area of the world is just stunning. know. Things are happening. What's going on? Coffee House with the raid. How you doing, dude? Hope you're well. Hope things are treating you well. Welcome, Raiders. And hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday. Let's hope I spelled this right the first time. I didn't. EE. I guess it's just Coffee House now. How you doing, Coffee House? We're flying the G1000 Cessna amphibian in Norway. Hope everyone's well. We had Captain Kamikaze with the follow. Many thanks, my dude. This one's seen a little use a little lovin', but she still flies nice. Roy 747. This is a steering wheel. I am not using it in Flight Sim. I have it set up because I also do sim racing on Saturdays. I'm just lazy and like keeping it installed on my desk. I like to call my Saturday iRacing series Forked Up iRacing because I like playing on words. We're currently in scattered clouds on live time, at least for the moment. We have fireflies with us. The thunderflies are here as well. And man, ain't she pretty. Needs some lights in the cockpit though. Yeah, I think we're going to be good on lightage in the cockpit. Blue Iceland today? Nice. Yeah, they are, aren't they? The Thunderflies do rock. Here come the Thunderflies now. Nothing like a little evening air show. Joe Corky, thanks for coming along as long as you could. Do really appreciate it. You rest well. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you next time. Y'all have made my day. Got a raid from Fabio. Allison being a legend, gifting out gift subs. Coffee House with the raid. Y'all are awesome. Y'all have made my week. I think we're going to adjust the time a little bit as Red Warhawk 96 with the follow. Many thanks, my dude. Hope you enjoy the flight and the content. We're going to dial it back a couple hours for the remainder of the flight. As we are now on the western coast of Norway. It's always good, Kozaki. It's always good. That plane is super cool. Dude, need to try the traditional float planes. Icon was. I mean, there's nothing against the Icon. You know, I'm really interested to see what they do what Asobo does next month, because they're going to be bringing floats and skis to a lot of the default aircraft, including the 172. I'm hoping the Caravan and the X-Cub as well, and who knows what else. So I'm really interested. It'd be really, honestly, I'd be really happy if they put the 152 on floats as well, because that would be neat. It was a common thing to do with a 152 or a 150 or a 152 is to toss it on floats or give it a tailwheel conversion. So I'm really interested to see what Asobo does and actually compare it to these. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. How do you have these red nameplates on TrackBay? Right, it's called the CPPR nameplates mod. Should be on GitHub. That's how it is. I don't have any performance problems with them with the latest version. But yeah, the CPPR nameplates are really nice to have on, and they're very unobtrusive. We're going to be landing at Echo November Kilo Bravo. Don't even get me to try to say the name. I agree with what's... Yeah, the Solo Ultralight. I've not tried the Power Solo as it is. I would imagine that they would put floats to it because that seems to be a real conversion, but I couldn't honestly say. I think their main focus is going to end up being the default aircraft that come with Flight Sim, but who knows? I mean, Asobo did a Power Solos, so it's reasonable that they would do that, but I couldn't say. I don't think they've actually put out an official list of what they're updating with skis and floats. They've only really teased the X-Cub and the 172 so far that I've seen. But there's a lot of planes that would make sense to give floats and give skis, the Caravan being one of them. And honestly, the more float planes, the better. Because if there's one thing that Flight Sim has needed a lot more of, float planes. Or as Murph likes to call them, seaboats. Or air, fly planes. It is, in fact, the last leg that we are on. I'm waiting for, mappage to, oh, there we are. Ooh. I went a little further out than you guys. Dougal, so, well, you're kind of following me, so there's a few that are a lot closer to the airfield. I got it at the top of one through, so, like, it's possible. It's reasonably possible. I know that the third-party one that got released months and months ago, and months before the Asobo version, ended up with getting a pair of floats. So it's entirely reasonable to hope. I'd say there's a good chance, but that's just me speculating. I mean, I'd be kind of happy if not rolling on the floor laughing if they put floats on the 747. That wouldn't be realistic, but it'd be hilarious nonetheless. Imagine the size of the floats that they'd have to be. They'd have to be huge. Kozaki's going to circle the field. We'll roger that. And there goes one of my sound panels. I really need to do something, find a better solution for my sound panels on my wall. Yeah, pretty much, Lollywall. That's pretty much what they'd have to do. You'd almost have to put the wings at the top and then give it floats on the wings and make the bottom of the fuselage the bolt hole. So basically like a traditional, like the Boeing Clipper. It'd be hilarious to see, though. Boeing 747 on just giant floats. Oh, it'd be hilarious. And of course, you know that the Thunderflies would fly it in formation. Oh, that would be funny. That would be very, very funny. Just about. And take the main hull and the float from the Catalina, toss it on the 7.4. Could work. At least once. It could be done, Viper. It could be done. Imagine the splash. Oh, boy. It'd almost be getting into, you know, Spruce Goose territory. Sparkler and VR, that's actually been done before. They've put DC-3s on floats. It looks weird, like really weird, but it's been done. So that was actually been done. Yeah, they were. I mean, they just had to be for airplanes of that size. It's just almost comical how big that they have to be. Oh, Lord. That's when you need differential thrust. Not as of yet that I've noticed, Scorpio. I know that there's a production company or a production studio, whatever you want to call them. That's a shot and a half. Working on the Clipper, the Boeing Clipper. Kozaki G floats FSI. Yeah, they put those on floats too. See, the JU-52 on floats would work a lot better than like a Ford tri-motor on floats, I think. Although I want to say that they've put the Ford tri-motor on floats, but I couldn't be sure. I would imagine they would have at least tried. The JU-52 had floats at one point. There's Acord, Spongy Bee, Viper Strike, Sean Lego Man, Draco. I believe that's Dougal. That is Dougal. There's Scorpio, the Thunderflies, Druid, Papa Joe B, Yardvark, Kozaki Flyer, Red Pilot Randy. So, with this airport, if you don't have floats, you're more than welcome to land on the airport proper. However, if you are on floats, we're going to be landing just to the right. We're going to fly over the bridge that's there, and then we shall make our landings there. So basically follow my lead. And would you look at that? That's a postcard. That's straight postcard material. Beautiful sunset with an airplane and over the water. Absolutely crazy. So I think I'm going to dial back the time just a little bit more because we want to be able to see everybody. Is that plane stainless? No, it's got quite a few stains on it, but it needs a little TLC. Yeah, it does, Kazaki. It's that old song, The Boys Are Back in Town. That is dirt, correct. Could be a little bit of oxidation. Hard to say. Sid and Lizzie. Thunder flies. See, I think the MB339, when you could put floats on it, it would significantly reduce its performance, which would be unfortunate. The laggy effect. Yeah, that's just my system. That's not them. I was flying the Tundra version, and it did have a lot of dirt on it. Good. Yeah, the Tundra type version, they made that dirty. I think this is just kind of like not dirty, just like it's been on the sea dirty. Alright, so we're getting near the airport. So those of you that don't have floats, the airport's right here. Those of us that do have floats, we're going to land over here. Still don't know if the 339, if they're using it. Well, I don't have it installed, so there's no way for me to test. So I don't know. I think the jury's kind of out on that one still. This is just cool. Such a beautiful area of the world. Ooh, nice bridge. Bridges are fun. Accord in the Caravan. One of the vehicles I'm really hoping gets floats. I want to say that was FS 2004. Because I think in FSX they just put it on wheels. Polar Vortex 820 with the follow. Many thanks, dude. Greatly appreciate it. Didn't have maybe it was. Maybe it was 2002, and then 2004 and X, it was on wheels. Oh. That's awesome, Kozaki. All right. Now we get into serious mode. So, bye-bye AP. Now remember, if you have wheels and you don't have floats, the runway's right there. If you've got floats and you want to land on the water, I'm going to land right around in here. Need a little too fast for flaps or stuff. Start our slowdown and descent. Gonna aim right to split the difference. Well, maybe we can come in here. See how it goes. See how it works. There's an outer marker. There's a nice bridge right down there. Ooh, getting bumpy. Oops, sorry dude. Didn't mean to cut you off. Excuse me. Moon's up for you. Roger. Throttle going close to idle. Underflies doing their thing. Here we go. Nose up so we can drop some flaps. That white arc. First notch of flaps down. Good approach going. Down another notch of flaps. Got some speed going still. And a little bit of power. Last notch. That's add power. And idle throttle. Boink, 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 boink. And water rudders down. Flaps up. All right, and we're down. So we're going to go ahead and shut off the engine because, well, mechanics off, nav lights off, strobe lights off, nav lights off, and full mixture. Continue. Beacon off. Amara. Here's Papa Joe B. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Fun, 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 fun. Wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. Ooh, we got an L19 on floats. Can't wait until they get the wake effects. Who we got? That's Dougal. Got Kozaki out yonder. Oh, we lost him. Oh no. Like to program Yardvark. Like to program, we're going to follow them in. No pressure, no pressure. Just all the eyes of the stream watching your landing. Not the greatest cameraman in the world. Nicely done. And just in time for the Thunderflies on runway 07. Cleared for landing. There's Sean Legoman in the Bonanza. The switch is technically out on the pontoon, the left pontoon. I would hope that it's clickable. Glad you enjoyed it, Viper. I have a key bound or the a key assignment binding, whatever. I have a switch on my HOTAS for the water rudder. Weird. There's the Aardvark and the Islander. Oh, we still got a Dougal and a Draco coming in. Who else do we have? We've got a Red Pilot, Randy, Druid, Zeus, Acord, Sean Legoman on land. Got Papa Joe B. Roger RC on water. Here come Draco and Dougal with the formation landing. Absolutely, Kozaki. Now, Dougal, don't forget your wheels. There you go. Glad you enjoyed it, Druid. It certainly made my day. With everything that's happened. Nicely done, everyone. So how about that? How about them apples? I want to say a huge thank you to everybody again for all the new follows. Flying Fabio, Coffee House for the raids, for the gift subs from Allison Johnson, to the resubs, the new subs. Even if you just lurked in the chats, as Ma2112 is now following, many thanks, dude. It really does I really do appreciate it. It's trying to merge two sentences together. DWolf0809 with the follow as well. Many thanks. It's all greatly appreciated, whether you're lurking in the chat, chatting in the chat, flying along, doesn't matter. Your presence here means a whole lot to me. It really does, and today it's really made my day. It's been a stressful couple of weeks for me. Really kind of had me a little down in the dumps, as it were, but you know, y'all made my day pretty dang great. So I really appreciate it, and I wish you all well. Love you all. But until next time, be good to each other. Stay safe out there. We'll catch you next time.